Hey everybody, welcome back. Been a little bit of time, but we are back here again today, and basically like another chill stream, chill with shape. And of course, I do got my buddy on, of course, he'll be joining us in a second. But we're also gonna have a topic of the day too. We're actually gonna talk about the new music video from Ghost, Lacrima that just was released this past Friday, and I was very pumped about it. I actually did a couple videos on him. And kind of get my take everything else. I even do a reaction video to it if you guys want to check that out. But we're going to talk about it because he's heard of Ghost, but he's not really, I guess, not really big a Ghost like I am. But he's seen the music video and he actually really enjoyed it. So we're actually going to talk about it tonight. And of course, you all know and love him. And actually, it's going to be get around that time to where, like I said before, the corn is going to be out. So it'll probably be the corn for a while, and then he'll kind of pop out here and there. But y'all know, love him. Still than Mr. Child of the Cone.
What's up, dude? Yeah, actually, we just went to the capital city this weekend, and yeah, they were already doing a bunch of disking and everything, getting ready, prepped and ready. So they'll be planting pretty soon.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And of course, I am wearing my Ghost shirt today.
Looks good, dude. Looks real good.
Because it's a special one because we're talking about Ghost here. Before we get started, we do have somebody in the chat as well. We got Mr. Dominic Sinclair in the chat.
What's up, Dom?
What's going on, Dominic Sinclair? Dominic Sinclair. Man, Sinclair sounds like something from a movie, don't it? Like Mr. Sinclair or something. I don't know.
Yeah. What is that movie or show? I can't think. I can't think either. I think there's like I think it's a TV show. Dom probably knows, to be honest. Yeah, I think it's a TV show. I can't think what it is though. Like an action TV show or something.
Give me a second here. So since I'm not paying for StreamYard anymore, I can't freaking upload pictures anymore. But we can always go to Google and I can always share my screen too. So that is always a plus side. So if you're not paying for StreamYard, you can actually just pull Google and just bring pictures in, I guess.
Oh, okay. We're not going to go over the music video, right? Or
yeah. I was being because I said because I don't want to, because I can't mute it when I'm.
Gotcha. Yep.
I don't want to get a copyright strike.
Yeah, I think this morning. So when did they just drop this?
So they dropped it. Actually, they dropped it like what was it? Friday. Oh crap! It's already up here. Oh, hang on. Let me take this out real quick. They pretty much released it Thursday, like late Thursday night. I want to say around 11 o'clock to midnight. They released it.
Nice.
And then, but I was asleep, of course, because I'd be at work. So I was asleep and stuff. So they released it, and then I woke up in the morning, and I literally did not watch it at all. I didn't watch it, didn't even listen to it because I really want to do my reaction video to it.
Yep.
So on my lunch break, I actually went in my van and did a reaction video and watched it at the same time.
Nice.
And I got it all done within that 30 minutes time.
Let's go, dude.
So I was like, oh my God. I want to get out there because I was talking to one guy at work. So, I said, man, I can't want to get this reaction video out. There's people and stuff, And then, of course, everybody and their brother are doing reaction videos to it. So it's like,
oh no, I bet, dude.
I was like 1,000 person doing my reaction video.
Yeah, I think this morning when I had watched it, I looked at the views. I think it was at like 2.5 million views. I think already.
Yeah, it is
pretty stellar. Yeah.
It was funny too because, like I said, because I some people do their reaction videos like that's the same after they did a reaction video too, like right then and there. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Well, what kind of sucks too is actually like my video actually got copyrighted. It got a copyright claim, which I don't really understand how it got copyright claim. But I mean, because I'm reacting to it and everything else, but maybe because I'm not stopped because I've seen other creators they stop it, talk in the middle, and they play it again, then they stop it, talk again, they play it. So maybe because you're getting like pieces of it and they're talking in between, maybe that's why they get copyright, But
dude, I think
listening to it, and then of course, whole song's playing fully, and that's why I get copyright.
Dude, I think some people just don't care about the copyright, to be honest. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we got Miss Basically Brittany in the chat.
What's up, Britt?
Hey guys. Hey, Basic. How's a little Basic doing? How's he doing? It's funny because like for me, it's easy for me because I said I'm the shape of the shadow. So like my kids, got baby shape, Bubba shape, Mr. Shape, So
Yeah.
you got Basic Brain. So it's like I guess he's basic,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, I just saw he had I think it was a birthday. Oh, I'm sorry, Brittany. I think that was last week. I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it was?
Yeah, I think so.
Was it his birthday or her birthday?
I think your son's name's Terry. Yeah.
Oh, so his birthday?
Yeah.
Oh crap! Happy late birthday.
Yeah.
Damaskar says, "Are you guys excited for Bloodlines?"
Most definitely. Dom. Yeah.
Not really. Sorry, but
You're not a Final Destination fan?
I am, but again, it kind of gets to, I don't know. It just seems like it gets kind of a little bit
Repetitive.
Yeah, repetitive. I mean, you're basically escaping death, but now it's like Death took a vacation, and now it's like, well, hey, I gotta go after these kids that were born years later. I gotta go after them now. It's like because of this particular tap and whatever, they weren't supposed to be born, so I gotta go after them now. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I don't know. She goes, they are great. How's the fan? The fans doing pretty good. Everybody seems to be doing all right. How's yours? How's your family going, Mr. Chatcone?
Good, man. Can't complain at all. Very, very good.
Good deal. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about Ghost Lacrima and their music video that they just released. And like I said in the next video, I was super excited. I mean, I really love the music video. It's kind of nice to see music videos coming back, especially I guess in that kind of genre, that type of feel as what they've done, because it felt like there was it was like a horror film. It kind of gave me vibes of like Meatloaf in a way.
Oh, dude, great comparison. Yeah.
Because how he had all that stuff there, but
yep.
I do love it having the whole band there playing their instruments and him singing up front and everything else. Yep. And it kind of cuts to the movie and stuff too, and kind of goes back and forth. I actually do really love that. So tell me what your first reaction was to Lacrima.
Yeah, dude, that's a great comparison, dude, especially to that Meatloaf music video. I totally agree. I think cinematically, it's like you're watching a little movie, like you said, it just looks so clean and so dark and so neat, and just the fog machine that's rolling through the whole time up on the stage while they're playing. I thought the band members looked pretty cool. They had the getup of almost kind of like the band that was playing at in Hocus Pocus, when he goes up and he's like, man, you know what I mean? When he, I feel like that was kind of what their aesthetic or what they kind of look like, which was cool. But yeah, dude, just overall look of the music video. Oh yeah, it looked really good. And then you had I think, the little girl, she's kind of in her bed, I think fearing fearing the monster underneath her bed or in a room or whatever, I mean, I think that's kind of what the song was, or I guess what did you think what did you think the song was mainly about?
So for me, what I got from the song was, it was basically kind of a breakup, like a breakup, and if you're especially because the way it kind of looked especially with younger kids or younger adults, they kind of get into toxic relationships, stuff like that, whatever. And, sometimes the significant other, always kind of lead them on and stuff and everything else. And at the end, they kind of break their hearts of that. Right. So I kind of got this on because, at the end of the day, some of us, who had a broken heart, whatever else, and, we're taken for a ride, and it's kind of left for stranded, you know what I mean? And that's what the kind of song meant, in my opinion, was because, I'm done crying, over someone like you, I'm tired of thinking about you. I'm tired of, figuring out what could have been, because, even after a breakup, it gets you hard, so you're either, moping around the house, or you're in your room, you listen to music. And then of course, as they say, it feeds, because those thoughts and stuff, and I guess in a way, that demon or whatever is in your head, is coming out. Because you're constantly thinking about that person. You're constantly thinking what could have been. Why would he or she do this? Why would this? Blah blah yada yada yada. And that's what I think the song is, because at the end, it's like I'm done. Like at the end of the music video, it was kind of leading up to like how you're feeling. To at the end, it was like I'm done. Like I'm done. Like, I need somebody new now. I need somebody new. I need someone's going to treat me right. Like I'm done with you. And that's pretty much what I got from the song.
Nice. I could totally see that. I just thought they were talking about like just fear in general and like conquering fear and like your inner fears, pretty much like that's kind of what I thought. But I can definitely see what you're saying, dude, because it was pretty much just like talking about all of this stuff that they're going through, but yet like I'm just over it. I'm above it. I'm done crying about it. You know what I mean? So I thought they were kind of just talking about like the fear, just fear in general. But yeah, I can dig it, dude.
Yeah. Like I said, I think the whole aesthetics of the music video was freaking amazing.
Looks really good, dude. Yeah.
And of course, with me being the Ghost fan like that, I mean, we could finally get to see Papa 5 or Papa V, in the full get up and actually moving, singing. And it's very weird too, because we never seen basically the lead singer Tobias Forge. We never seen him without the pretty much without the full mask. You know what I mean? So if we see Papa V here, I mean, he literally does not have the full mask anymore. It's basically just all he has is half mask. But we're able to see him fully, like his mouth moving, the facial expressions, especially this right here. You actually see his mouth actually fully open. I hope I can get this bigger. Maybe not. It's taking me somewhere. Tell me somewhere on TikTok where I want to be at. But anyways, but if you guys can see, but you kind of see his picture here. His mouth is fully open, and he's able to speak and everything else, and like have more of a facial expressions and features, which is different because from all the other Papas we got, Papa 1, Papa 2, Papa 3, Papa 4, or Cornucopia, and then Papa 4, it was always a full-on face mask. That's how it always was. It was always a full face mask. So finally getting to see him singing and the way his mouth is moving and everything else, it's different now. And Tobias Forge actually touched on this. He said that because with the full like face mask that he wears, it kind of limits his singing in a way, and like, especially when he's on stage and everything else. And of course, too, with this new design of the ghouls and Papa V, is because especially when you're, as he said, if you're in the States and stuff, in some places, like he's in California, he's in Las Vegas, Arizona, it gets pretty hot.
Sweating his ass off, yeah.
Hot, and with those gifts they had before, they were tired, they were sweating, and they, sometimes they get, overheated and everything else. So he wanted to do something different, especially wearing that full mask on that he always wears. This was actually nice to see because, like I said, it was hard for him to sing too, with have the full mask on. Mm-hmm. So this is his new chance to like break out of that and actually just have the half mask, and then have his mouth actually moving, which is pretty awesome to see. And also too, it just, for me, it really, like, when I saw him, because we had Papa 4 and Cornucopia, he was very goofy, very kind of funny, and then you had Papa 3, which he was kind of like, he was somewhat funny, but was kind of like, he was like in between. Then you have Papa 2, which he was more, I'm guessing he wasn't really like, he looked serious, but he kind of really wasn't that, like, he was serious, but he really wasn't in a way. And, probably he was like a ladies' man too. And then, of course, you had Papa 1, which was, it was just him starting out as, being Papa Tobias Forge. So now we're getting Papa V, which to me, it seems like he's going on a different approach with Papa V. It might be more darker than the other ones were. And of course, Papa V and Papa 4 are actually, they're twin brothers. So you got that too, and you got that different side too. So Papa 4 was more of the funny side. Maybe Papa V is more of that darker side. So like I said, we got to wait and see how everything goes out, how everything plans out. But at the same time, just to see the way this music video was, he looked a lot scarier than the other Papas were. Just in this video.
100%. Yeah, the aesthetic was there, man. It looked pretty. I think creepy is maybe it looked maybe creepy is a good word. Yeah, like I know what you mean. It's kind of almost like Corey Taylor with like Slipknot. Like he's changed his mask throughout like his career, kind of
Yeah.
where he was, full mask. Then he went to like half mask, so he could probably see the bottom of his face a little bit more. I've actually seen him take apart like his mask and stuff like that in some interviews, and he talks about how it benefits him like as he performs and stuff like that. So yeah, very reminiscent of like Slipknot.
Yeah.
And just there's my bad. Sorry, dude. Yep.
Oh yeah, we got Mara in the chat saying hi. How's it going? How you doing?
I like that photo, the cat in the hoodie. Yeah, dude, their sound is just dude. My bad. What was the song that I said that captured me kind of the first time? What was their big commercial hit? Macabre or whatever. Or
Dance Macabre.
Yeah. Their sound is just very reminiscent of like 80s hair metal. And like, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I love that. But like, that's probably why I actually dug them the first time. I love how like their drum beat is very just meat and potatoes, like boom, doom, doom. Just like, you know what I mean? Like very like hard, just meat and potato, like, but it's very simple, but yet very unique at the same time. Like, I just love their sound, dude. Their sound is very, very 80s-esque for sure.
But see, that's how they usually say, because like in the beginning, basically the first 3 album cycles, they were saying that they were more, kind of like that, like a heavy metal, type feel and stuff like that. They were kind of more darker and stuff. Yeah. But once they got into Prequel, he kind of shifted, and people were saying like, oh, it sounds like ABBA, and kind of sounds like Scooby-Doo music. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's a wide variety for sure. You could link them to like a lot of different sounds, but yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, because they kind of moved into that, but I mean, I have all their albums here, so then I like all their albums. You know what I mean? And It's very, to me, it's very hard when it comes to music and stuff to listen to a band or anything else and liking every one of their songs. You know what I mean?
Amen. Amen.
I mean, there'll be time where, I buy a CD just for that one song.
Yeah. 100%.
I'll buy a CD for 2 songs on there or 3 songs on there. I mean, the only other band I really love every single one of their songs, like even is a Skillet. I love every single one of Skillet songs.
Nice.
So every album they put out, I love all their songs. I can listen to the whole album, not just by the album, listen to those 3 songs and keep going back to those 3 songs. I listen to the whole album. With Ghost, same thing. I listen to the whole album.
It's hard to find, dude. Yeah, because that's how it kind of was back in the day when we were kids and we went out and bought a CD. Really, we were just going to buy that CD for about a couple songs that were probably on that CD. Yeah, like you were saying, but it's a select few that you get like, holy shit, I love this whole, album and stuff like that. And like you said, I loved how they were kind of embracing a very like old school approach to like the music video and just how they set it up and just everything. And man, I wish movies would do soundtracks again, man. Like this, like I wish more movies did that, where there was like big name bands linked to the soundtrack and they were in the movie and stuff like that. Like, well, we watched Y2K last night on Max. It was like a new A24 throwback to the millennium or whatever, it's like, so, dude, they had so many good songs on that soundtrack. I mean, I know that it's obviously like linked to, the late 90s and stuff like that. But yeah, man, when movies just had soundtracks, man, like I'm watching Scream 3 like right now. Scream 1, 2, 3. I mean, those soundtracks are absolute fire, dude. Like,
are you always watching Scream before you go out live?
Oh, dude, it's either most of the time it's like I was wearing the Halloween shirt and I was like, maybe I should just throw on a Halloween, but I was like, I gotta save them for the fall. Like this is like my comfort food, dude. I always throw on Scream. Always, dude. Yeah.
But like what was it? Like Iron Man 2 or Iron Man 2, hell, they had what? Didn't they have like every single AC/DC song on there?
Yeah, I think it was I think that might have been was it 2 or was it?
Yeah, it was 2.
Yeah. Okay. Shoot to Thrill. Yeah. Yeah. Shoot to Thrill was on there, and dude,
No,
it's
but
just
the whole that they so basically Iron Man 2, they released the soundtrack to Iron Man 2, and it was nothing but AC/DC songs on there.
oh really? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was basically an AC/DC soundtrack, but it was labeled as Iron Man 2 soundtrack.
Yeah, and like I was thinking about that with like action films. Like, I mean, you had like the Rocky films, like Bloodsport, Kickboxer, like all of those movies had like inspirational soundtracks and shit like that. And it's just like action movies now, it's just like they don't even have like sound. You know what I mean? It's just I don't know. It's kind of a lost art a little bit. I bet it's money and shit like that, but
Yeah, but okay, well, a lot of that stuff kind of died down because back then, because hell, even like back then there wasn't really much. Oh my gosh, looking for there really wasn't much, I guess, composers like that. But and like because you had to pay for the rights to the song and stuff, or ask hey, can we use this in our movie or something? Oh yeah, go ahead, whatever.
yeah.
So to have that in a movie, I mean, like even nowadays, there's some movies that have songs, whatever playing, whatever you got that. But like back then, you had like it was majority of there was like 5 or 6, 7, 8 songs, from a band or something playing in the movie. Now it's like maybe 1 or 2,
Yep.
maybe 3 songs, but it's all instrumental music anymore.
Yeah, and some of those like songs were actually made for the film, like you know what I mean. And nowadays it's more like, hey, let's just throw in a song that's like a song from back in the day or something like that. You know what I mean? Like Guardians of the Galaxy, like that soundtrack's epic, but it's just a bunch of 70s classic rock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah,
because like hell, even like what was it? Like the show Supernatural. Now I love Supernatural. So the show Supernatural, they basically had like every single like 70s, 80s rock in there. You had AC/DC, you had
I need to watch that show.
You had Blue Oyster Cult, you had Kansas, you had Bad Company, you had all those type in there in the show. And every time this like at the end of the episode they play a song and stuff. Hell, there was one episode where they played Ozzy Osbourne's, The Road to Nowhere Leads to Me. You know what I mean? So you have
Nice.
that in there, so yeah, so Supernatural kind of did that. And that again, that's when so in a way, Supernatural put Kansas back on the map because of their song "Carry My Wayward Son." That played at the end of every single at the end of every season. The last episode of the season.
Oh, nice.
Season finale. They played because they'll say "The Road So Far" and like "Carry On My Wayward Son." They'll play that song at the end of every intro to the last episode.
Nice.
So now everybody hears, Supernatural. Oh, "Carry On My Wayward Son." That's the song they play. "Carry On My Wayward Son" in Supernatural. So that's that's the biggest. That's like the national anthem for Supernatural.
Okay, Supernatural. This show is this is Padalecki and Eccles. Okay, yeah, I was thinking that I don't know why I was thinking about the Superman show or whatever. Smallville. I don't know why I'm always yeah. Okay, Supernatural. I've seen clips of Supernatural. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad.
Do you need to watch, man? That's a good show.
15 seasons I just saw right there. Damn, dude, that's a lot of fucking seasons.
You better start binging right now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, yeah. Technically, you can. If you got a week off, you got binge for a whole week.
Yeah, no, it's hard. Yeah, I've said this on a lot of probably lives and stuff, but it's hard for me to get into TV shows unless it was like The Penguin, because I love Batman. I actually just watched the first episode of Mobland on Prime with Tom Hardy. Real good stuff. I'm liking it so far. I think there's only like 2 episodes out so far, but yeah, it's just tough with me with shows and stuff. So is it like a superhero kind of thing or what is it?
Oh, Supernatural?
Yeah.
It's basically 2 brothers. They're called hunters. And basically they hunt like well, in the first season they were kind of like hunting like supernatural creatures like Wendigo, skinwalkers.
Oh, that's dope. Nice.
I mean, like the first was like urban myth. Like you had bloody. The one episode was about Bloody Mary. The other one was like the Woman in White. Like I said, you had the Wendigo one.
Nice.
Werewolf one. I think that was season 2. I think. But then like later on, and like vampires, they hunt vampires like that. But later on, they kind of started to around the fourth season, it started turning into like, I mean, you had demons in between the seasons, the first 3 seasons, but once it got season 4, it was about angels and demons, and then it kind of got then it got into like Lucifer, and then the 4 horsemen, and then it got the apocalypse, and then it got to back to angels demons again, and then it was like against angels, and then you get to the end is like against God, so it's like you have all that, you have like everything in there, so that's how it kind of goes out to you.
So it's kind of like a Constantine or something like that.
Yeah. So I mean, that's
Nice.
if you're digging like horror and stuff, like even like urban legends, like like Bloody Mary, Woman in White, stuff like that. I think you'd be interested in Supernatural.
Cool. That does sound good.
I tell you right now, man, eating like Dean makes you fat, dude. I'm telling you right now.
What's that?
Eating like Dean Winchester will make you fat.
Winchester.
Yeah, that's his last name. So basically, you have Sam and Dean Winchester. That's their last names.
Oh, so they're brothers in the show.
Yeah,
okay, gotcha.
But dude, because back in the when me and mom when we moved out here from Vegas, I was sick at the time. But when me and mom moved back to Vegas the one time, I literally was like, I went to every single diner we went to. I got a burger, fries, and I always got a pie at the end because Dean always liked pie. You got a burger and a pie.
Nice.
So I got
I
a piece
love
of
pie.
pie and a burger at every diner me and my mom went to, right? And and we did that on the way back too, which is pretty funny. And like I said, like if you want to eat like Dean, you're going to get fat.
What's your favorite slice of pie?
I like apple pie.
Oof, yeah, apple pie is hard to hate, man.
Apple pie, key lime pie, like apple pie, key lime pie.
Key lime is really good too. Yeah, oof. Dude, I actually think I might have to agree. I think apple's probably my favorite, also. Yeah. Well, okay, I guess. See, around here we eat pumpkin pie, right, for Thanksgiving. Yeah. I've never really had sweet potato pie, which I feel like maybe I would like because I love sweet potatoes.
To me, the sweet potato and pumpkin pie to me, they taste kind of similar.
Similar? Nice. Yeah, I might just like this next Thanksgiving time have to just go snag one myself or something like that. But yeah, apple is really hard to hate, man, for sure. I do like peach too. Peach is pretty good.
Well, the little one had a nap today, so she's like peeking out of the corner right now, looking at me.
Nice. No, I did too. I'm not gonna lie. I had a
dude, I did too. I had a freaking nap, dude. Well, I was watching something on YouTube because I was at my grandma's house today.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I go there every day, except for Friday, Saturday, and Sundays I'm working and stuff. But I go there Monday through Wednesday or Monday through Thursday, and then she was there and stuff. I said she got mad at my grandma for something. She went in my mom's room and I went in her room and basically like laid down and passed out. And I was watching something on YouTube. And I passed out on the couch, and then so I didn't wake up until about 3 o'clock. I don't know how long of a nap she had. But yeah, so she's supposed to be in bed right now. But yeah, she's like stalking me right now. She's like tiptoeing.
Nice. Yeah, that midday. I got done at the gym and went and got groceries, took an Epsom salt bath, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna lay down for a little bit, a couple hours.
You want to say hi? Okay. But it was okay. You gotta be quiet. Okay. She likes that song too because I've been playing it for her. She'd be like, "I cry again."
Nice. Yeah.
It was funny too. I don't know if you see the video I posted on Facebook yesterday because she's like doing like what he was doing like this, and she's like dancing like that, just going around doing the same thing.
Yeah, his hands, the practicals are like, you know what I mean, are like just I liked it. Like they look really good. Like then when he has like his wings and stuff during the solo part, real cool, man.
Also, too, I actually ordered the half mask. So someone on Etsy actually you say hi. so someone on Etsy actually makes the half mask,
Nice.
It's like, the whole thing, and
Yeah.
it got the stuff and everything else. And it wasn't cheap, to say the least. But I ordered it, and because it looked great because so basically you can do the full like forehead, or you can do basically the half, right?
Nice.
So I did,
Yep.
I did the full one. So, and she emailed me this morning. I think it's he or she. I don't know which one it is because they're wearing the mask, so I can't really tell.
Yeah.
But he emailed me this morning saying it's shipped out. And okay, so I got the tracking number, right? So I went to look and track it, right? And it's coming from Manila or something like that. That's where it's coming from.
Malaysia?
No, I don't think it's Malaysia.
Let
me see here. It's come from Malta.
Malta? Yeah,
Malta.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the? I was
I'm
like,
not even for sure where that's at now. I'm trying to think. God.
It's basically it's a
oh, it's in Europe. Okay.
Yeah, it's in the central Mediterranean between Sicily and the North American coast.
So
it's crazy because when I saw that, I was like,
holy shit, dude, that looks beautiful as shit.
Yeah, it does, don't it?
Yeah, it looks like Greece or Italy or something. Yeah. Whoa,
and
dude.
What's crazy was like when I saw that, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, so
that's nuts, dude.
So yeah, so in a way, I might get it at the end of this month or sometime next month. It's an 18-hour flight, so they'll be shipping this out like between like 18 hours or something.
Dude, isn't that crazy? We're like, what were we watching? We were watching The Cable Guy Sunday morning. We got a hotel Saturday night because we went to go hang out with my friends and stuff. And so I'm watching The Cable Guy on Sunday, and he's like talking about how like this satellite system is gonna, futurize the future or whatever. It's gonna be the future. You can watch something and then watch female mud wrestling on one channel, and then you can play Mortal Kombat while also talking, or you can play Mortal Kombat while also talking to somebody in Vietnam or something. Isn't it crazy how just like the things that we like and enjoy, like, it's so just worldly, like where you literally just got a mask from Malta, you know what I mean? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, because I didn't see where they were from. So but they're the only ones that actually made it look real good because they even have the identical like clip on each side where you put the straps on too. It looks freaking awesome. And I'm like, man, I really want it. I mean,
so my bad. This was handmade or something? Like they made this? Wow, dude. And
it's like, I mean, I basically paid like $80, but with shipping and everything else, it's like a little over 100.
But that's not bad at all, though, dude.
No, it's not. And I was like, man, so I mean, I ordered it because it was the only one they had, and someone on Etsy only had this particular stock, but they actually had the same clip. I mean, I see other ones, but all they had was like the slits on the top where you could put your own thing in there. But this one here had it was actually pretty awesome. Like, oh man, it's pretty cool. So I ordered it, and she says, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be there." So yeah, so I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, and I'm seeing it, I'm like, oh boy, like it's literally going to be here somewhere between like next week, like sometime at the end of the month or sometime in May. I was like, oh crap, it's gonna be a while till I get that one.
Yeah, I ordered a.
Hang on a second. I go take care of her. She went to the bathroom. So
you're good.
You're going to be the star for a couple.
Nice. Yeah, no, just jumping off what he just said about God, I need a haircut so bad. It's happening tomorrow. Just relax. No, I ordered a Avenging Force. It was a Canon action film. Fucking love that film. It's got Michael Dudikow. Dudikow, I think is his name. Real underrated action star of the 80s, early 90s. Anyway, Avenging Force, 1986. I got an original poster from Canada, and I bought that thing like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it still isn't here. So when you purchase some things overseas, or I guess that one's just across the way, takes a minute. But Yeah. I don't know. Don't know any or what everybody else is doing. Has anybody got any questions maybe about some horror related stuff? If Dom is still in here, yeah, Dom, I'm pretty excited for Bloodlines. I'm not gonna lie. I think from the teaser trailer, I don't know if you call that a teaser. I guess it might have been the first trailer. No, it was kind of more like a teaser trailer because I think they just came out with the other trailer. Um, I think it looks good. I think they're hitting the vibe right of like all the original films. So yeah, I think it looks good. I think it'll be a. I mean, it's sort of like kind of like a prequel where it's kind of going back in time to, you know, kind of relate how they cheated death all the way back in I think it was like the 50s or something. So it'll be interesting. So we went and saw kind of like I wouldn't say a B rated, even though if you actually kind of break it down a little bit, we went and saw Hell of a Summer. It was a Neon film. Neon is doing so well right now. Neon and A24 really, really well. I just like how they're doing films, man. I think we're kind of lucky to kind of get both of these production companies kind of doing what they're doing right now. I don't know. I just feel like they make films a little more interesting, kind of than your, Blumhouse. I'm not saying I don't. I love Blumhouse. I think Blumhouse is good too. Good too. There's a little bit different vibe and style. But dude, Hell of a Summer was so much fun. Tad bit slow, but not terrible. Like, dude, the score in the movie was absolutely fantastic, man. Very like Friday the 13th, Halloween-esque. Like, dude, that movie was so much fun, so campy. It was super fun. I probably should have waited till Shape got back before I started talking about it, but I'm sorry, Shape. I panicked. I didn't really know what to talk about. So,
What are you talking about?
So we went and saw a movie on Saturday afternoon called Hell of a Summer. It's a new Neon film, real campy slasher, very Friday the 13th-esque because it takes place at a campground or whatever and stuff. And it was funny as shit, but yet like still had really good kills. The aesthetic of the killer looked really good. It was fun, man. It was a fun movie. We were gonna go see Drop on Sunday, but it didn't quite work out because Daisy had some stuff that she had to get done yesterday and stuff, so we didn't go see it. But I think Drop looks really good too. I think that is a Blumhouse film. I could be wrong, but Christopher Landon, it pretty much looks like he pretty much nailed that movie. So I'm excited for him because I'm just kind of, I feel bad that he had to kind of give up the Scream 7, but I think he'll get another slide. I think there's a Happy Death Day 3 that's coming out. I think somebody posted that, so that's kind of because he started that kind of franchise or whatever. So yeah. Yeah, I think the summer's going to be looking good, dude. When it comes to films, man, I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun summer. Like, have you seen the trailer to Sinners yet? It's that new Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. We're gonna go see it on Thursday, hopefully before I go to work and start my work week. We're gonna go see it before then. So
nice.
Looks pretty good, man. I'm pretty excited. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, did you see like so they released Star Wars Episode 3 in theaters again? Did you see like popcorn bucket and the cup you get?
Oh, dude, I did see Conrad post that on his story. Yeah, I didn't know what that was for, so I was kind of confused, but now that makes sense. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. They released Star Wars Episode 3 in theaters, so you get the popcorn bucket, and it's got that new like Episode 3 design on it, and you get a Darth Vader like drink cup. Oh,
drink cup. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, that's dope.
Man. Also, going back to Ghost, the tour I believe starts tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
The tour starts tomorrow, so yeah. So everybody in Europe and everything else are going to get to see pretty much Papa Phi or Papa V Petua pull up everything else before the United States will, because they'll be coming after their tour in Europe, then they'll come into the United States.
Cool. Yeah, dude, you have to, the greatness that is YouTube. You have to catch some of those live performances.
You can't unless unless they got a production person like filming them so they can like post it on YouTube so you can see it, then yeah. But he already said they already stated there's going to be
Oh, you did say this. Yeah, forgot.
yeah, cell phone bans, dude. So no one's going to be recording nothing. They even stated too. They said, hey, if they catch you on your phone like doing anything, that you will be removed from the concert and you be banned from all future rituals.
Holy shit, dude. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, Tobias Forge is not playing around.
That's crazy. So are they just wanting to do that, obviously, just to maybe create more of a like old school feeling for the concert, or like?
Well, no, so basically what Tobias Forge said about that, he's basically stated that he wants to have like a pretty much a phone free, environment, because he wants you to be engaged with the band, to be fully invested in the band, listen to them, enjoying the music, enjoying yourself, everything else. Because he said, why would you have your phone up and watching it from a screen when you could watch it right here? We're right in front of you. Why you got to put the screen in front of your face to record when we're right in front of you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what he wants to do. He wants the audience to be engaged with the band, the music, and everything else.
Makes sense. I can dig that.
I mean, I can understand that too, but at the same time, be kind of like, man, he's like, it's like at the same time, man, it's like, I mean, again, when it comes to your phones like that, when you're filming and stuff, you're giving, people who are not there, who maybe cannot attend a show, to see, how the show is and how things going, especially with the new Papa out and the new Ghouls and the new music will be coming out, so you can play those songs and stuff. Having that there and seeing it, and see how he does now and everything else. I can kind of see why people kind of get upset about that, but again, I seem to understand his thing too. And I heard that with the VIP passes, I heard that Tobias Forge is not doing no more meet and greets anymore either.
Really?
Yeah, so pretty much you basically had a meet and greet. You kind of meet him, greet him, whatever. The Papa. And
gotcha.
I'm guessing, yeah, guessing he's not doing no more. I'm guessing from what I heard, I'm guessing I mean I don't know for sure or not, but from what I heard is that because a lot of people come up to him, tell him like their problems and stuff, and everything else. I think it's probably, I mean, not to be like, I guess, bad about it. Maybe he's kind of tired of hearing people's problems. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I guess that's how if everybody comes up to you like, man, like your song saved me from this, or you saved me from this and this and this, and I almost did it to myself. You saved me, or this or something like that, whatever. Which I mean, I can kind of see it. It's like, people kind of pull their hearts out to you. Hey man, you saved me from doing something I regret, or my family or something like that, whatever. And I was grieving because this happened, whatever. And you and your songs, they kind of helped me, brought me up, whatever. Maybe he's that type of guy. Is like, that's great. I'm happy that happened, for you. But I mean, it's like I kind of want to hear about that. You know what I mean? Maybe he's like that type of guy. Maybe like that because I mean, overall, I mean, this is what I heard. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, so
yeah,
don't quote me on it. But this is what I heard. I don't know.
No, dude. I think just being a musician. I mean, these guys have been going at this for like what 5, 7, 10 years probably now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's probably
I think since 2008.
Oh wow, dude. Yeah. See what I mean? Like, we're talking 15 plus years. Like,
yeah.
I think like as a musician, I think like I don't want it to like sound bad, but it's just kind of like, yeah, I think a lot of that would just be like maybe just too overstimulating or something like that, where it's just, but yeah, like when Mike and Jay are on and people say like, hey, you guys helped me through this time and stuff like that, dude, I'd love to hear that, man. Like if people came on and were saying that, I'd be like, dude, that's fucking awesome, man. Because, we all kind of, not everybody has the same life or anything, but I'm saying we all kind of deal with some of the same situations and stuff and be like, oh man, like been there, man. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, but I see what you're saying though, dude. Yeah. Sometimes it's probably a little bit much, but like you were saying, like with the phones, I know a lot of people are like, oh man, like embrace the moment, like when you're there and stuff like that, for sure, dude. Like you wouldn't want to like go to a concert, but if catching like a little bit of it, and being like, being like, wow, I caught this. I can see both sides for real. Like I think phones and social media are kind of cool where you can be like, holy shit, I experienced this, but then using it the whole time, that's probably a little overkill. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But again, like from what I heard too, because when he did that movie, Right Here, Right Now, they say, hey, no phones because we're gonna be recording. We're gonna be recording your reactions. We're gonna be recording everything else. So do not bring your phones for the movie. You know what I mean? So don't do because we'll be filming everything else. So don't bring your phones over. So they did that, and he was really surprised on how the audience engaged with him and singing and everything else, and what's like joining the singing and stuff like that. He really enjoyed that. So he's like, maybe I should do this so that way we can actually have that again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I guess I see that way too. Because again, if you are performing and stuff and you're on stage and you look at the crowd and stuff like that, and you see just this, you'd be like, all right, cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's your preference or something. Yeah. I don't know. Either way, I can dig it because again, it's like more of an old school approach where you see like those not memes, but like just posts where it's like an older lady is like watching a concert and doesn't have her phone out, but then the younger generation has their phone out. You know what I mean? And it's like they know how to enjoy the concert and stuff. Yeah, so yeah. I could see it either way.
So I know with Ghost, so they released Saint Eyes and Lacrima, and I know they had, what was it? I think they had so after Saint Eyes, I guess someone pointed out that they had like 4 like unlisted videos.
Mm-hmm.
Basically they're in the background. So basically once they're ready, they'll upload them. They'll just basically when you upload a video, you'd be like, you could put like unlabeled or something, right? Because in YouTube, you could do public, you can do private, or you can do something else, right? So
yep,
you can actually upload a video, but then not show it to anybody until you're ready, right? So there was 4 after Satanized. So I'm pretty sure that the one chapter was 1, and now Lacrima was 2. So we should have 2 more videos coming out. So it could be another chapter, or it could be another music video, or I mean maybe not music video, but I know it may be music video, or it could be because I know the release of Impera. They released Hunter's Moon because Hunter Moon came out for Halloween Kills, the end credits, because they did a song for that. But I think they released a video for music video for that, and then they released the music video for Call Me Little Sunshine, and then they also released 20s. But 20s was a lyrics video, so all they had was lyrics.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So now we have, like I said, now we have Saint Eyes and we have Lacrima. So those are 2 music videos. So I'm thinking the next one they're going to release of a music wise is probably going to be a lyrics video to one of their songs before the album releases pretty much next week.
Nice.
On Friday. So, but I know what is it, because I know they released, because I know last year on Easter, because they did their cover album, which was Phantom Mine was a cover album, because they did like that song by I forgot that woman's name. She sings like she's a song like we don't need another hero. We don't need another hero. We don't need to know the way home. All we want is like beyond the Thunderdome. Forgot her name.
Shit.
Let me see here.
All I could hear in my head when you said hero is Enrique Iglesias. I can't be your hero, baby.
Oh yeah, Tina Turner. She sang that song.
Oh, okay, Thunderdome. Yeah, she was in Mad Max Thunderdome. Yeah,
Yeah.
good
Yes,
movie,
that
man.
was a song. Yeah, that's a song they did. Let me see one. Hey, the band or whatever, Genesis.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Phil Collins? What are we talking about?
Yeah. So basically, also too, Ghost had a song.
Which
they
one?
did a cover for was Jesus He Knows Me.
Okay.
And they actually did a music video for Jesus Knows Me, right? So they released that song on Easter Sunday last year or the year before. One of those two. They released a song on Easter. So maybe we'll get a song this upcoming Easter, maybe
On 420?
Yeah. I kind of see that. So they did it last year, so we might get a music video this year. But I say it could be it could be just a I said it could just be a lyrics video.
Nice.
Maybe not. I could be wrong, but I don't know for sure because I know we'll probably get one more song before the album release because when they did for Impera, they did that for Impera. They released 3 songs like Hunter's Moon, Come a Little Sunshine, and 20s. And then they released the album after that. So I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen this time. I could be wrong, but we'll see.
Nice.
Well, yeah. Well, there's a lot of new stuff coming out with Ghost. I said the album's coming out and stuff like that. And Tobias Forge, man, hell, he's been talking a lot, with Rolling Stones, Metal Hammer magazine, always like that. So there's a lot of stuff coming from Tobias Forge. Him talking about a lot of stuff and everything else. And I get, giving Ghost content creators a lot of stuff to talk about. Because again, once Impera comes out, a lot of people talking about Impera and each song on the album, and everything else. But then once at the end of that, it's basically going to tank until we get another album release and maybe a new pop or whatever, and then of course it'll start spiking back up again. With all that, and then it'll kind of die down. It's like with Halloween, right? Or pretty much anything. So, like, if you're a YouTuber and your niche or whatever it is like for me, it's Halloween, Michael Myers, right? There's almost so much you can do until it drops because the movies are done. Until then we wait, 2, 3, 4, 5 years for another movie to come out and we can talk about Michael Myers. You know what I mean? And like I said, because that's kind of how the same thing is with Ghosts. Is like, we have the album come out now, and once that's done, there'll be another year or something before another album becomes made release, and then it'll come back up again. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like that roller coaster. You get those periods of content and then no content.
Oh yeah,
content
for sure. Yeah, that's with a lot of things, dude, for sure. Dude, speaking of Halloween, did you see Bloody Disgusting? I saw Cody post on it. Bloody Disgusting had said that what's his name now? I'm trying to even think.
Malek Akkad?
No, who's the dude in Halloween Ends? The Corey Cunningham. Sorry. So what's his name? What's the actors?
Yeah,
huh?
well, we'll call him Corey, Mr. Corey.
Okay, so yeah, Corey, the dude that played Corey Cunningham, he's be the new Silent Night, Deadly Night slasher. Billy
Really?
from the original. I think they said he got casted as the main guy. So that'll be interesting. He could probably nail that. Because what's gonna suck is he's gonna fucking nail that role, and then we're gonna be like, dude, they never should have killed him off in Ends, and we could have got probably a fucking dope, Halloween sequel or something.
No, stop saying that, dude. No. Okay, he may be good at this slasher. He may be good in Silent Night, Deadly Night. He might be good at that. And to be honest, he in a way he did kind of play a good Michael.
Oh yeah, he wasn't a bad actor. Yeah.
The way he kind of moved when he was doing the killing.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of Michael. But he has his own little touches to it. But at the same time, when it comes to Halloween and Michael Myers, we always going to want Michael Myers always.
Yeah.
And having somebody new and someone with different names like that, it doesn't it doesn't quite fit right. You know what I mean? Because say you have an established character, right? Like we'll go with Batman for instance, right? We'll go with Spider-Man, right?
Okay.
We got Spider-Man, right? And all of a sudden we call Spider-Man, now we got Ant-Man. Or not Ant-Man, but we have Beetle Man or
Ladybug Man.
yeah, Ladybug Man or Grasshopper Man or something like that, right? Taking over for the new Spider-Man. Now, how would you feel about that?
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, I think it'll I am not for sure who picked up the rights for that Silent Night Deadly Night. Hopefully it's like A24 or Neon or something like that. But it'll be interesting. I'm not gonna lie, honestly, Christmas horror films are probably one of the more underrated subgenres just in horror in general. I love like holiday slashers and shit like that, holiday horror movies, but it'll be interesting. But I totally see what you're saying though, dude. Yeah, like that's why a lot of people maybe didn't like Friday 5, even though I love Friday 5. I think Friday 5 is like literally probably one of the more underrated, or maybe the most underrated Friday out there, to be honest.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I mean, I don't think you really knew it was a copycat till like at the end, didn't you?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, so-
even as a kid, I was kind of confused seeing it and being like, "Oh, that's just a regular guy. What just happened?" I'm like, "Isn't that the guy from the yeah?"
Wait, well, see, there you go though, because at the end you find out it's just a copycat.
Yeah.
So you're going through the whole film, thinking it's Jason until you get to the ending.
Yeah.
When it came to Halloween Ends, we already knew Corey was like,
son of a bitch. Yeah.
You already knew. You know what I mean? You already saw Corey, and then of course they already spoiled it. We're like, oh, Michael Myers is not the only one it had to worry about. It's like, okay, well, basically Corey.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they already said it'll be a copycat killer in a way, and this and that, whatever. But I mean, they kind of left up the Michael Myers and Corey tag team champions. You know what I mean?
Oh man, Batman and Robin, dude. I'm sorry. That's just like the worst scene when he has that doctor and he has him like cradled in his arms and he's like stabbing him. I'm just like, dude, this looks so bad right now. Yeah, it was all right though. It's all right.
Which I understand. It's like, why is he still stabbing him?
First off, why is he wearing that ridiculous scarecrow mask? I'm sorry. I just thought that mask was not good, man. They could have came up with a better looking Halloween mask, dude.
I actually like that scarecrow mask. I actually have it on the wall up there.
All preference, but yeah, we don't got to talk about Halloween Ends for
now. But hang on, we'll talk about it. So you brought it up, and we'll talk about it. But honestly, what would you rather have? Rather have more a clown mask, kind of resemble Michael?
Okay, I see what you're saying. Try to capture something from the original.
Because in a way that's what they were kind of doing. Because you had the clown mask, technically, with when Michael Myers killed his sister, right? He had the clown mask. Now you got Corey wearing a scarecrow mask. In a way, it kind of resembles a clown mask because he's got a smile and he's got like a red pyramid nose instead of round, big old bulge. You know what I mean? So you have like the similarities too there. Because Corey, because Michael had the clown mask before he got the white mask, and now you have Corey having the scarecrow mask before he beats up Michael and takes his mask. So you kind of you have it there. You know what I mean?
Kind of his own little thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, how hot was Andi Matichak in that fucking cat mask? Like, what are we talking about, dude? Like, she was so hot in that mask, dude. I was like, man, this dude is. Yeah, she really was.
You know what's crazy? It's funny because like when you find out how old these people are, it's like, wow, you're playing an 18-year-old girl, but you're like 26.
Oh, is she that? Well, I mean, yeah, I probably would have guessed she was probably that old.
Yeah, let me see here. Andi Matichak.
I think I heard Mike say that she was from the Midwest, which is pretty dope.
Oh crap! I'm gonna do it. Let's see here.
Oh, dude, Andi Matichak is a total bombshell, dude. She's super trained, dude. She did. Honestly, man, she did a really good job in the trilogy, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I get when she runs in there and breaks fucking Michael's. Nice, dude. I can dig it. That's crazy though. Like, I know, like, well, if she's 30 now, then like 18, so 7 years ago she was 23 playing 18. That's not too bad.
Oh yeah, it was 18.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude,
I
here's a good question, Shape. What's the best horror movie of the last 10 years?
The best horror movie in the last 10 years,
In your opinion, yeah.
my opinion. Oh my god.
Dun, 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 dun.
Probably 18. There you go. Bam, boom, done.
18? Yeah, no doubt. That's what I would say too. Yeah. Everybody in the chat or whoever's in the chat, that's a good question for you guys. What's your favorite horror film of the last 10 years? Somebody had asked that to Mike and Jay on their last stream. I think they might have been a little sauced up, which is totally fine. Totally fine. They said Terrifier 2 and Terrifier 1. And I was like, I think they're forgetting about 18, but Thanksgiving is very close. I'm not going to lie with 18. I like Thanksgiving a
I've
lot.
not seen Thanksgiving yet.
Oh, wow, dude. That's crazy. Oh, yeah. I was going to tell you, dude, Wolfman is on Peacock right now. If you guys got Peacock.
Really?
Yeah, the new Wolfman. Yeah, I saw it last night. So
I'll have to watch it.
might
Is
have
it
to
good?
dude, just like I said, Blumhouse. I wasn't. I don't think Blumhouse makes absolutely terrible films. I think they make stuff that is watchable in the theaters and it's pretty entertaining. I had a good time watching it in theaters, man. I thought it was good.
All right, hang on. Everybody's gonna be spoilers for the Wolfman. If you're not seeing it, it'll be spoilers because I don't care about I'm gonna have him tell me about this Wolfman because I need to know how did he look?
I mean, dude, to be completely honest, when they are getting chased down by the Wolfman to start before like they get to the house, everything looks great. Everything is looking really good. They give you a lot of like far away shots and like in the dark, kind of like you can see his shadow kind of shit. And I'm like, dude, this is looking good, man. Then obviously he gets it was a scratch. Yeah, it was scratch. Yeah, dude. I mean, he doesn't look like the 1930, what is that, 1939, or I can't remember, whenever 43 or something. Film. Yeah. It's not. It's just an updated version where he doesn't turn full werewolf. He's a wolf who's a half wolf and man, like that. You know what I mean? It's like
He's a half wolf and man. Okay. Does he? So when he turns into a werewolf, is he like more human looking, or does he have like wolf features too?
But no, that's what I'm saying. He's not a werewolf. He's just a wolf man. Like that, he's half man, half wolf. So he has like long hair and like claws and stuff like that. But his facial stuff is nothing like, it's not Howling. It's not American Werewolf in London. It's nothing like that. He looks more like a man. Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
But a man that's pretty messed up. Like the transformation scene is pretty decent. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I actually just watched a Werewolf in Paris, American Werewolf in Paris.
Oh my
that
God,
movie. I knew you were gonna say that, and that's totally fine, dude. Honestly, I don't know why I enjoyed that movie so much. I finally sat down and watched it fully. Like,
I like the girl in it. The girl's hot.
yeah, dude. I mean, dude, that movie is such a 90s nostalgic, oh man, that movie is so much fun. But dude, you know what I just watched like a couple days ago? Fucking Underworld, the one without Kate Beckinsale, like the prequel Underworld one. Dude, those Underworld movies are so good, dude. So good, man.
You know what? They were good until see I like Underworld. I like Underworld 2, Underworld Rise of the Lycans, which one you're talking about.
Yeah, Rise of the Lycans, yeah.
I did enjoy Underworld Awakening. I did enjoy that. But then we get into Blood Wars, and then you find out that they killed off Michael, which it kind of made me mad because like Michael is a hybrid, and I mean honestly, like he literally had his heart basically like punctured, like incinerated because once was Marcus or whatever, he basically took him and he dropped him on that pipe and basically went through his chest.
Yeah.
I mean, like he literally should have died, right? He basically died right there. But then he's like a body bag in a helicopter. And all of a sudden, like you hear a voiceover talking, and all of a sudden you see stuff like start pumping. He starts regenerating himself, and then he's like, then he comes out, and he's back. And then when you get to Blood Wars, Then you find out that the main like werewolf bad guy, he basically just grabbed him, slit his throat, and then basically like drained him from blood, and then he just died. It's like, okay, like you literally had your heart basically taken out your chest,
Yeah.
technically, and yet you're still able to come back from that, but then you get your throat slit and drained from your blood, and you're dead. Okay.
I honestly I can't remember the last time I watched Blood Wars. Or is that what you just said it was called? Blood Wars?
Yeah. Oh, you know what's funny? Quick story. So I actually was with my ex at the time, and we went to go see Blood Wars.
Ooh,
And
nice.
she's one of the typical girls, you know what I mean, whatever. That likes to talk in the movies.
Oh no.
Which I hate. You know, so I'm sitting there watching this film, you know, and so you get to the part where the vampire dude finds out that his mother was one of the elders. I forgot her name. That was her name. Amelia. Amelia. So basically, the vampire dude, like his mother was Amelia, so she was one of the elders, right? So he finds that out, whatever, and then of course the lights are attacking this place, and then like he walks up and they're looking at him, and there's his mother's sword, and he's looking at the sword, you know, and then he like grabs it, you know, and then he's like looking at, you know, so it's like, okay, like my mother was an elder, that means I am of pure blood technically, so you know, for me to, you know, fulfill my mom's thing, whatever, and fulfill my destiny as becoming, you know, an elder. That's what because I am, you know, part of the throne, you know, whatever. So he grabs his mom's sword and he goes and, you know, fights, right? And I'm sitting there watching this scene because I know it's like an emotional scene, you know, so I understand that. And I got her right next to me, man. She's like, just pick it up. Why you gotta look at it? Just pick it up. Just pick up the damn sword. I'm like, you shut up. And she's like, why? All he do is looking at it. Why does he gotta look at that? People are dying, and he just standing there looking at the sword. I said, because it's his mother's sword. He's found out who his mother was.
Yeah.
You know, and it basically his birthright of what, you know, what he could become. So it was like it's an emotional scene.
Yeah,
That's
for sure.
For.
It's a movie. They have to make it dramatic. Yeah.
You know, I said, just shut up. Just shut up. And then we get into the fights, the ending scene, or the one of the fight scene where basically the bad werewolf, you know, the big bad werewolf guy, you know, he's so basically because he took all of Michael's blood, so what he does, he'll drink his blood and become like the super werewolf, right? And so basically he's like immune. When he takes that blood, he's like immune to silver. So they're like, so basically, and then of course Celine, so in the last film, Awakening, basically Celine saved that the other vampire guy, I forget his name, but she saved him and basically gave him her blood, which now because she's immune to, you know, sunlight and, you know, all that kind of stuff, right? So she's immune to all that. So he becomes immune too. So you see it when they're having a shootout, and all of a sudden they start shooting the windows to bring the light in, right? So a lot of vampires die, but then all of a sudden the sun hits him, but he don't die, and he's still up there shooting whatever, you know, out in the open. And he sees, and all of a sudden they start seeing each other, and they start just shooting each other. They literally like shooting each other, right? They're like shooting each other as they're one's walking up the stairs, one's walking down. So they're literally shooting at each other, and then they start to do their roars, whatever, like you know. And then of course, you know, he like takes all the bullets out of him. The other one takes all the bullets from him, you know, whatever. And then she's sitting there like, oh, what is this? Oh yeah, who's got a bigger dick contest? It's like, just shut up. Like it's a movie. It's supposed to be entertaining.
Entertaining, yeah.
Dude. You know what I mean? You basically have two. You have a vampire and werewolf who are immune to silver and sunlight.
This is awesome. Yeah.
They're going at each other, you know, shooting at each other. You know what I mean? Like pumping each other full of bullets. You know, nothing's happening. You know what I mean? So you have that. But she was like just a little bit too much. So I was like, oh my god.
Dude, I'm gonna have to check out Blood Wars. I literally just like it was weird because like last month I was like, man, I'm gonna get the whole like franchise on Blu-ray and just watch them and go through them. And then I saw that they were on Prime, a couple of them, and I was like, dude, I'm just gonna fucking watch these. So I watched Rise of the Lycans, and the whole time I was sitting there saying to myself, man, why the fuck did I not go watch these in theaters when these things came out? Like those movies just seemed like they would just be epic in the theater, man.
Yeah, I saw all the theaters.
awesome, dude. That's dope, dude.
But but see, my again going back to like, so my thing was it I kind of see, because I guess the guy who played Michael didn't want to come back, and I understand that too. At the same time, but it's like there was no closure. You know what I mean? Because when you see in Awakens, basically they see how they got separated.
Yep.
They find out that they were in this like this freaking like lab, whatever, frozen. Yep. And then at the end you see Michael escape, and then you get to freaking Blood Wars. It's like, oh well, she's trying to find him, and you can't find him. Then you find out that he was found by the main werewolf bad guy, and he killed him. So it's like,
yeah,
okay, that was kind of a waste. Kind of give it a hope. So maybe we'll see Michael back or something. Maybe he kind of comes in and save the day or something. You know what I mean? But you don't get that. So it's kind of like, to me, that was very disappointing. But there will be no more Underworld movies unless they either remake it or they decide to maybe go with the daughter, I guess, because they had a daughter, so they maybe go with her.
Nice.
Into the next films. But Kate Beckinsale said that, yeah, she's like, yeah, I'm kind of done with the Underworld movies.
Dude, regardless, I was thinking that too, because I was like sitting there watching that Rise of the Lycans. I'm like, you didn't go see these in theaters, and they're probably not going to be making any more of these films, which honestly, that is like one of my more favorite underrated franchises, man. Like, I enjoy Kate Beckinsale. I think she does a great fucking job in those movies, man. And the dude that plays Michael, he does a great job. Like, just all around, I think those movies are really well done, to be honest. And then I was watching a little bit of the Resident Evil films, and man, those aren't too bad either, man. She does a really good job too. I can't think of her name, but yeah, those movies are really entertaining also. I could be wrong, but I think there was going to be another Resident Evil film. I'm pretty sure. I think I heard Mike and Jay talk about it. Yeah. So that'll be pretty cool. I think they're going more old school approach to either the video game or the original or something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, Underworld, man, love him. I love that franchise, dude. Very entertaining. I think I mostly just like I just like the aesthetic of like the franchise, like what the movies just like, cinematically like look like and shit. They look really fucking cool as shit.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. When it comes with it, it was something different, you know what I mean? Because you have like, in a way, I think. In a way, that kind of started the werewolf vampire versus trend.
Kind of, yeah. I mean,
because then you got like Twilight. And then
Twilight, yeah. Because I was gonna say let's take a look.
But see, people keep on saying that they're werewolves, and see, that's what I get upset about. Because like, it's like when you, like for me, I love like stuff. I like werewolf vampires, stuff like that. Like legends and stuff. Like even Native American stuff like that, lore or whatever. And when you come down to the underworlds. They're not werewolves. They keep saying that they're werewolves. No, they're not werewolves. They're skinwalkers.
Oh, okay.
Because that's
School me.
Yeah, because they're Native American. Jacobs is supposed to be a Native American, just like his family. They're Native American, so they're technically skinwalkers. They're not werewolves. They say they're werewolves. No, they're actually skinwalkers. Yeah, if you because Native American mythology basically state that I forget what tribe it was, but they basically like they'll take the skin of an animal, like a bear, wolf, whatever, and they'll put it on themselves, and they transform into the animal.
Creepy.
Yeah, nice. You never heard about that?
Oh no! I've definitely heard of skinwalkers. Yeah, for sure.
Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna take this real quick. But yeah, so I mean, what else is supposed to be coming out? What other movies supposed to be coming out?
Okay, so we got Sinners coming out this week, and then we have The Accountant 2 coming out the end of this month, which I think is going to be pretty dope. And then, like Dom said, I'm pretty sure Bloodlines is next month.
Yeah,
I'm really looking. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the new 28 Years Later with Aaron Taylor Johnson, is that his last name? Yeah.
Well, so they made 28 days, 28 months, and 28 years now.
Yeah, 28 days, 28 weeks, and then
Weeks.
28 years. Yeah.
So what about the month? What 28 months?
Yeah, you're right, dude.
What about
I
the month
just
there?
I like to me it just looks like it's gonna be like those both those first two films are very action based. Like there's a lot going on in the film, but I don't know. It just looks good. It looks like they're kind of like on just an isolated island or whatever, and then the outbreak gets to them and stuff. So interesting. But I'm just being honest, dude. I think this Sinners movie could honestly be possibly maybe the best horror movie of the year. It's a bold claim, Cotton. We'll see how it pans out. But
Flame Con. Dude, I love it. Jason Bateman is one of the actors I just love. Like anything he's in, I love it.
yeah, Game Night. Have you seen Game Night before?
No, I've seen Game Night, but I mean, I saw him like what was it? I saw him in like the Teen Wolf 2. I liked him in that one. You see
He is in that one. Yep.
You see that recent one they did? What was it? What the hell was it called? He did the movie on Netflix. The guy from the Kingsman.
Yeah, the airport one.
Yeah, dude, he played
Uh,
he played a freaking bad
yeah,
guy, dude.
when he's on the phone with him and he's all like, "I thought we were building trust or whatever." He's all like, "If you call the cops right now, that she's dead or whatever and stuff." And I'm like, I can't remember what the fuck that baggage claim or I can't remember what it was called, but yeah, it was a good movie, man.
I think it's called Baggage Claim or
Carry On. Is it Carry On?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, he plays good. Dude, the movie I love him in is freaking Bad Words. You ever watch the movie Bad Words?
I don't think so.
Dude, okay. If you haven't seen Bad Words, it's on. I think it's on Netflix. You go on Netflix, type in Bad Words, or if you got like a Roku TV, just type in search, type in Bad Words.
Drama,
basically-
dark comedy. Okay.
Yeah, it's a dark comedy. But basically, he plays a guy who basically goes around and what is it? So basically, he goes around and goes around and competes in spelling bees.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah.
Yeah, with kids spelling bees. It's a pretty funny movie. Like, and you kind of get at the end you find out why he did it. But I mean, at the same time, but it's a freaking funny movie, man. He's cursing at these kids, and the stuff he does, these kids are like, oh my god, like I would, nobody in their right mind would do this. But what he does, these kids like to like psych them out, or what? I mean, hell, I would spoil one part for you, but he's sitting with his kid, they're waiting, whatever they're sitting, on stage, whatever. He's like, hey, because his kid says something to him, whatever, and he's like, oh, my dad said something about you, blah blah, whatever. And he's like, oh yeah, okay. That's fine, whatever. And he's like, oh, they call him up, right? So he gets up. He goes, hey, make sure give these back to your mom because you left them in my hotel last night. And he gave the kid a pair of panties.
Yeah.
And it's like, give that to your mom. Give that back to your mom. Before she left them at my hotel. And then all of a sudden you see this kid, and he goes to he gets called up, and he's like standing. He's got this one. Bangs his head. He's looking at his mom and like that. He's like crying. You know what I mean?
That's hilarious.
I mean, the stuff he does is like, oh my god,
dude. Yeah. Game Night, dude. Game Night. It's with what's the chick from Mean Girls? What's that? Chick from the Notebook and shit.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, her. She's in it too. It's fucking hilarious, dude. That movie is good stuff right there. Game Night. Yeah, good stuff.
Mean Girls.
Yeah, what's her name?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. So what came out first, Notebook or Mean Girls?
That's a good fucking question. I think the Notebook probably. Yeah, 2000.
Because again, like how old was she in that freaking movie?
Yeah, Rachel McAdams. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Oh, both same year. Isn't that crazy? 2004.
Jesus. That is crazy.
Yeah, she was hot too. Oh, she was good in Red Eye too. Red Eye was dope.
Yeah.
Man, she killed it in those 2 years. Notebook, Mean Girls, Wedding Crashers, Red Eye. Damn, killing it. Nice.
She killing it. She killing the game. Oh, man. But we're pretty much going to head out because it's kind of late, getting a little bit time to head out. And of course, we'll talk a little bit afterwards. But guys, that's pretty much going to be it tonight, guys, for our live night. So we got to talk about the new single from Ghost, Lacrima. Kind of put our thoughts with it. Of course, we kind of ramble on with other things over because again, it's like a little chill stream. It's kind of we come up here, talk to you guys,
100%.
kind of have a little fun, get to hear about some stuff about us personal lives, especially like some of my ex, whatever, and the movies and stuff, the kind of little stories, whatever. We got that kind of stuff.
Man,
That's time. It's always nice to come up here, talk to you, and having, of course, a partner in crime up here, talking to you guys. Everything else is real fun. And again, thanks for everybody who's commented, whoever showed up. Appreciate you guys.
appreciate it.
Also, too, if you guys have not checked out Mr. Child of Cohen's YouTube channel, go and check his YouTube channel out. He does stuff on there that he does, he'll do lives with that too and talk about a lot of other things. And like I say, I want to say he's more like a universal type guy. Like he's basically like a movies guy. He's like, in a way, he's kind of like, he's like a movie buff guy. He's like one of those. So yes, if you got anything want to check out, go and check out his channel. And of course, check him out on Instagram too, at Child of Cohen. So.
Nice. Appreciate it, dude. Yeah. Mostly just action and horror, but yeah.
Yeah, he's the action horror kind of guy.
I do like thrillers should be thrown in there, but yeah, I'll watch a good thriller, obviously. But
he's a big old school type action guy, like Commando, Bloodsport,
Okay, dude, give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds, dude. All right,
2 seconds. 1, 2.
I was literally in Wally World, and I was like, dude, I got to pick it up. I got the Dirty Harry collection, 5-film collection. Oh, yeah, dude. Literally just bought it on DVD. Yeah, dude, dude, you know what's crazy about Dirty Harry and, like, the franchise? And, like, I think
they're on DVD.
What's up?
Do they still make DVDs now?
Oh, no. No, Deadpool was, like, sometime in, like, the 80s or something. But I think the first Dirty Harry movie was, like, 73, 74. And
what I'm saying is they still make DVDs?
I think so. Yeah, no, actually they do, because when actually I don't know if they do. No, they do. Yeah, they do, because like that new werewolves movie with Frank Grillo came out, and Walmart has it on DVD for like $14, not too bad. So I know they still, even when like Shudder comes out with like some of those Shudder originals and they're selling them at Wally World, they're mostly DVDs, not Blu-rays. Probably just cheaper to make and stuff. Anyways, well, I guess we don't have to get into it too much, but I love the Dirty Harry movies because obviously Clint Eastwood's a fucking beast, great actor. But those movies are very reminiscent of like giallo films at the time. They're kind of like crime giallo. I mean, giallos are kind of like crime films, but they just have that vibe. I don't know.
Yeah, especially I do like that one scene that guy. He's like, you're probably saying to yourself, did you shoot 6 shots or only 5?
Yeah.
Well, tell me, it's 50 day. So do you feel lucky? Do you?
Dude, punk. And I mean, dude, like one of the most classic lines, like probably fucking ever, man. And dude, that movie, dude, it has such giallo vibes, or like just elements. It's like crazy. But I do love how like most of his films like take place in, I think, San Francisco, California for sure, but I think usually the city of San Francisco. So they always look beautiful is what I'm trying to say. Like the just where they're at and stuff. So good stuff though. Yeah.
But before we go, you got anything you want to say before we head out?
Oh no. I was just going to say, I'm going to try to get a live done. Maybe I was thinking about maybe like either tomorrow or Wednesday, but I don't know if I'm going to have the time, but we had a busy weekend this last weekend, but now it's kind of smooth sailing for summer. So I'm going to try to at least do a live sometime soon. So if anybody wants to catch that, they can see it on my Instagram, Child of the Court Instagram channel or whatever in the next couple of weeks. So.
Oh, and also too, guys, just so you guys know too, also too, this Friday is going to be Mr. Nightwatch Zone's 32K celebration live too as well.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I did see that he just went over 32,000. That's crazy, dude. That's a lot of subs. Wow.
A lot of subs.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey, if anybody's watching this, anybody wants to sub to my channel, go ahead. I mean, I'm at 2,930. If you guys want to go ahead and give me some subs,
Let's go, dude.
1,000 hopefully sometime soon.
Nice, dude.
Oh, before we go, we got Miss Chelsea Malls in the chat.
What's up, Chels?
Hey, my friends, how's it going? Chels, how you doing tonight?
What's up?
But
Been loving the Chelsea. Been loving the pictures of the new dog. He's
it's got a new little doggy.
Dude, Frenchies are like the new breed. Like the pharmacist I work with at night, she just went and actually bought 2 of them. Frenchies are just funny, man. I love Frenchies.
Oh, so guess what? So today was my first time mowing my yard.
Oh man, how'd it go?
So where I was at first, I mean, me mow my yard would take me about maybe 15 minutes, if that.
Yeah.
Today actually took me about an hour and 10
Hour and a
minutes.
half. Oh, okay, yeah.
With the push mower.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're probably gonna have to get a rider, but yeah, even my mom's yard, dude, even with a walker, fuck, it's easy, a little bit over an hour, and it's a pretty good sized yard, but it's not. And when you're pushing, it takes a minute.
Yeah, it does. It takes a lot, man. But hey, at least it went on for a full tank of gas, though. That's pretty good.
Oh, that's good. That's almost like perfect then, dude. Honestly, yeah.
I tell you what, though, the hill was my freaking hill back there was the issue. In some parts it goes like this, and other parts it goes like this.
Oh wow, yeah. That's what you get a weed eater and just leave those parts for the weed eating or something. Yeah.
Yeah. But all right, guys, appreciate you guys showing up. Again, guys, love you guys, and always remember, how's it go?
The shape is always in the shadows. Always.
Hey, I want you to do it in like one of the movie voices.
Movie voices.
Yeah, like
dude.
the dude for the trailers.
Now I'm like wanting to say like
Coming out this summer.
like when I think of it, like that's what I think of.
Just remember, folks, the shape is always in the shadows. Always.
All right, later.
That's funny.